Listen, the little arrow's in the way, okay? It covers parts of the word that I... Shh. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability in game development. Good morning! Happy Friday to your faces, ladies and gentlemen. Happy start to your weekend. Hopefully you're having a good Friday today so far. Sorry if this video's a little later. I just thought I had more time than I do, and then it is what it is. So today it's Friday. So remember I've been telling you guys I'm trying to work on a schedule. I thought I'd just talk about it here real quick. It's Friday. That means Reddit recap. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, I haven't looked at it. I literally only look at Reddit with you guys live during these videos. It's the only time I look at it. But I said I was going to start doing a schedule, and I've kind of wrote one down right here. So let me know what you guys think of this. I know most of you could care less. You know, you're like, don't worry, just do what you got to do. And I appreciate you guys for that, so thank you. But I thought Monday would be... Okay, I'm changing it as I'm going. Okay. I feel like I'm so organized and I'm literally making it up as I go. No, but so this is what I'm thinking. This is just maybe not, but I wanted to give you guys something so you can at least understand where I'm going. Because like I say, the last couple weeks, I've just been trying to make videos and trying to get a feel for what it is I want to do and get a rhythm going. And it's going to continue changing. I do look at your feedback and see what works, what doesn't work. Obviously that Star Citizen scam video did pretty well, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that worked, let's continue doing that. No, I'm not doing any more videos like that. You don't worry about it. But so Mondays, I figured the video series we started a couple days ago, which is the deep dive into Star Citizen. If you're not familiar with that, go check out episode 1. It's essentially going back to the very beginning, so almost 10 years ago, of the Star Citizen YouTube channel, and just watching all of their videos. So we get to see the development live. We get to hear about the development from them and just see how far it's come. I think it's pretty cool. So we're doing that on Mondays and I think Wednesdays. So I think we'll do it twice a week. 'Cause people seem to pretty much... People seem to enjoy that video. So I'm getting way too excited. Tuesdays, I think it would be cool to do like a community video. So like maybe we'll watch some machinimas or something like that. Thursday, obviously, is Inside Star Citizen. So we'll do a deep dive. Wait, I can't say deep dive anymore because we have a series called Deep Dive. We'll watch Star Citizen together, Inside Star Citizen, and we'll just discuss it as we're going. I enjoy doing that. All of these... Like Inside Star Citizens, it's my first impressions too. I don't pre-watch it and then talk about it. It's all fresh. Same with me going through from Star Citizen day 1. I don't know what the hell I'm watching. Same with what we're about to do right now, which is the Reddit. We're going to watch it together. The Reddit one, though, to be fair, and I did say last week that I was going to change it up and look at all the best stuff from the week. So that's what I'll do. I will go to top posts of the week, not necessarily today. Fridays, obviously, is today, Reddit recap. Saturday is going to be just reacting to some funny Star Citizen videos. And then Sunday is going to be something that's just unique. That's just kind of, it's a Sunday video. It's not going to be Star Citizen related. It's just going to be reacting to just like funny videos. Just something cool and relaxing for a Sunday. You know what I mean? It's better to post something like that, I feel like, which is just something you can just sit back and relax to and just enjoy, than to post nothing. So I'm trying to get back to a video every single day of the week. And then the streaming, it isn't starting this weekend. It might be next weekend, I'll let you guys know. But I'm planning on streaming on Sundays and Tuesdays, tentative. And something Loki actually said, and I agree with, is I was thinking about it myself as well, is these deep dive videos that I've been doing on Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll do them again next week on Monday and Wednesday, but then going forward, maybe on the Sunday, we'll watch them together as a stream. That way we can all watch them and we can have chat react to it too, and we can have like a live discussion. And then I will edit that stream down and post that on Mondays and Tuesdays. So it'll still be the same thing, reacting to them, but it'll be also live, so we can watch that on YouTube live. Anyway, so that's just, I thought I'd just give you guys a quick little update. It's Friday. Let you guys know what's going on. Thank you again for the support on the videos recently. I know they're completely different than what I've been doing. But we're just trying something different. Anyway, let's get in to Reddit. Star Citizen Reddit. That's what I meant. Alright, here we go. Star Citizen Reddit. Let's put the camera up. So this is my first time looking into it too. Let's just see. We're just gonna, so what these videos are all about is we're just taking a look at what's going on Reddit in Star Citizen. Okay, so I'm not a big Redditor, so I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure if I go top this week. So we know, first and foremost, there's gonna probably be a lot of stuff in here that's related to drama, right? This past week has been full of drama, and it seems Star Citizen is doing the typical, you know, PR, just ignore it until it fades away. They're not really talking about it. They had a live stream today. I caught a little glimpse of it towards the end, and they were joking a little bit. You could tell they were joking about it. Disco Lando or Jared Huckabee, he was talking about, someone asked them about rocks on planets, because the whole stream is about planet tech, and I missed most of it, but I heard them asking about the rocks. Is it please basically make less rocks, because you can't drive across these planets without crashing into things. And I didn't hear the developer's answer, but I did hear Jared towards the end laughing about they're making, it's called Rock Corp, I think, or Rock, I think it was Rock Corp he called it, where there's going to be a planet that's just made out of rocks. Obviously he was joking, and then he said towards the end of it, and that is scheduled to be released this month, confirmed this month. And he was kind of like joking, and the other people that were streaming with him were kind of like nervous laughter. And then they were talking about, you know, things to come, and you could just tell they know that there's a lot of drama. I know the developers, there's the 3 developers there, the Planetech developers, and then Jared as well, who obviously is just the voice who does all the, you know, media for Star Citizen as far as videos are concerned. So they can joke about it, right? Because it's not, there's no, you know, whatever, they can chill, who cares? But you could tell that they know what's going on, and they were trying to joke about it, you know. It's a sore subject for a lot of people, so you got to tread lightly. But anyway, that's the drama that's been going on, right? We all know what it is. I don't need to keep talking about it. So let's just see what's going on in the community this week, right? Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's good, what's bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly, like I said. Let's just have a little look. Let's have a little gander. Okay, so this one is from 1 day ago. And this is the Hull A Cargo Arms animation. Yes! Did you guys see this? Why did I click it if it's just going to make it smaller? I mean, this quality is pretty goddamn bad, but this is sick. I had never seen this before. I'm assuming this was new to Inside Star Citizen, but this was in Inside Star Citizen. We reacted to it yesterday. So this is the whole series ship. I think this is the whole... Something's telling me this is the whole A, but I think it's the whole B. I don't think the A has the retractable thing, right? Doesn't the retractable start on the B or C? I can't quite remember. But basically, this is the animation for it, which I thought was actually really cool, because I was curious to how it was going to work. I actually thought originally, right, see right here, I thought there was going to be a passageway that whether it was open or closed, there was a door that you could kind of walk through. And maybe it still will be like that. I mean, this looks kind of thick right here. It's hard to tell you know, can someone walk through this or not? Because... yeah, it's very hard to tell the dimensions in this game sometimes. But by the looks of it, you can't walk through it. Maybe on the bigger Hull series ships you can. Let's have a little look at it again. So, like, this all collapses down, which looks great. I think they did a great job of this animation. And then you can see it kind of folds in on itself there. It's cool. As far as the Hull series ships are concerned, I've talked about this. I've been very vocal about this recently. But I personally am excited to see them. And if they bring them out... Nah, I probably will be a little salty. I was going to say I won't be mad. I'll probably be a little salty. Just because I've told myself I'm not going to buy any more trading ships until trading gets some sort of refresh. Because it's kind of just awful, in my opinion, at the moment. So I don't want to buy any more trading ships. And the whole series ships, I've said it a million times, in my, again, opinion, these ships, and a lot of people agree with me, and I'm pretty sure this is what they're made for, is they're multi-system ships, right? So these aren't, you don't trade these from Magda to Lorville, or Lorville to, you know, Orison. That's not what these are for. These, I mean, maybe the whole A and B, you can go from like Orison to like New Babbage and things like that, but I think the whole series ships, for the most part, are to go from like Stanton to Pyro and beyond, not necessarily just in Stanton. So I'm excited for these ships. I don't think we need them right now. I think a lot of the drama that's happened in recent months has been because of bringing out ships that don't Starfarer, it's been out for years, you can't use the refueling, you know. Reclaimer, it's been out for years, you can't do salvage. We don't need a whole these big whole series ships when you can't do the type of trading that they're meant for. And trading's crap anyway, it's broken, I don't like it, so don't hate me. Okay, so anyway, that's the whole series. That is sick though. It's a really cool animation, and I'm glad that we got to see it. It would be interesting to see how the bigger ships do this too. But again, I think these ships, they're supposed to be ships that stay in space. They're not ships that land. Maybe the teeny tiny ones, but for the most part, the whole series ships... Oh, it says whole A, okay. For the whole series ships, though, I think they're supposed to stay in space, in orbit. They're not supposed to land planetary or on moons. They're not supposed to go down to the surface. I think, you know, you're supposed to use caterpillars and all these other ships to get the cargo to bring to these, possibly. Using the tractor beam of the caterpillar and things like that to maybe put them onto these ships. But yeah, I don't think these are supposed to land. These are supposed to stay in orbit, go to space stations, things like that. So I'm excited for them. I'm really cool animation, but it's just chill. Let's wait. We don't need it right now. Don't rush it. Okay, how it's currently going. So this says drama. Release view, FPS radar, salvage, repair, creatures, hackling, bouncing onto V2, refueling, pyro, cargo refactor, release view. Pyro, release view, salvage. Hold on, can I make this bigger? Is there any sound on this? We don't need to hear the sound. I'm just going to get copyright claimed for it. Like I knew I would the other day. The Star Citizen videos, the early ones. I'm like, I'm going to get claimed for this. Because I'm pretty sure at the beginning, when Star Citizen made videos, they didn't have their own music rights. And I got like 3 claims. It's fine. The next ones I'll just make sure I mute. But yeah, we don't need to hear this. It's just the mute. Salvage repair, CIG. I'm assuming, is this CIG right here? Or is it going to... Destroy it all! Get rid of it! We don't want any of it! Okay, I mean, I don't see any lies being told here. I don't see any lies. Disney, do not copyright claim that video from that little clip. And also, guys, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Boba Fett. Was that Boba Fett, that one? Yeah, it was. My bad. Alright, so this one's from 4 days ago. Context Matters Meme Gallery. Meme Gallery? There's 6 pictures, huh? Alright, so we can just look at them from this point of view. I don't need to zoom in on them. They don't bloody work. So, context matters. And then very, very, very long term, if we can figure out a way to make the planets interesting, we could be interested in trying to make a planet that you could actually go fly around over the surface. But that's actually sort of like the pipe dream. Okay, so again, if you haven't seen the series, I'm not trying to plug it, but I mean, if you're watching these videos, you probably would enjoy that. But it's deep dive into Star Citizen, going back and seeing all of his dreams. I've only done 1 episode so far, but we watched 6 videos in that 1 episode, and going back and seeing the dreams, like it being dreamt up, and to see where we are today, it is cool. I'm so glad I'm doing it and going back and watching these videos, but. So yeah, I mean, if he actually said this, figure out a way to make the planets interesting, we could be interested in trying to make a planet that you could actually go fly around over the surface, but that's actually sort of the pipe dream. Let's continue. The planetary tech opens up a whole new landscape. With this, we are delivering something that goes beyond the initial promises and conception of Star Citizen. It's a great illustration of how, with the support of a community as great as Star Citizen's, everything is possible. Anything is possible. Basically, the stuff that we're seeing now that we take for granted are things that, you know, were beyond what they were going to do anyway. It's just every time they, you know, create new technology and things, then they find new things that they can do. And they're like, maybe we can do this with this new technology. So then people are like, you said you were going to do it. And they were like, no, we just invented it. We thought it would be a cool idea. So I kind of get why they stopped showing us things. But it's just, hey, listen, it's your own fault. You create these problems yourself, CIG. And it's also a community-funded game. And the first video you ever made on your YouTube channel, you were talking about how you were building this game. It was just one team. It was you and it was the community. It was being built with the community. So you're gonna have pushback. You're gonna have it. It's just part of the gig. I'm sorry. A lot of industry friends pat me on the back and say, "Wow, it must be so great to be operating in profit even before you ship." Their luck usually turns to incredulity. Who the frickin' hell writes these memes? Do people not know memes are supposed to be easy, stupid, simple things? Don't come in here making a meme with words that I'd never heard. What the who uses the word incredulity? In my life I've never seen that word. Their luck usually turns to shock when I explain that my intention is for all the money we bring in before launch to be spent on development. This is a shockingly bad meme. You're still getting that game, no question, but it will be all the richer and much more immersive because the additional... This is... No. What? Is this like an actual quote that he said? Alright, what do you want, a medal? Like, nah, shut up. I'm sorry. Are these just all quotes? These aren't memes. It says meme gallery. These aren't memes if they're just quotes. Can someone explain to the internet how memes work? Like, who made this? Is this like... Someone come and get their granddad. Like, whose granddad's making these memes, dude? Okay, with Squadron 42, I could have stuck to the original, much simpler game that was promised in 2012, but with the increase in scope for Star Citizen, I felt it needed to build a single-player game to rival Star Citizen's multiplayer ambition. This isn't a meme. This isn't how memes work. Who? Two more of these, man. The new roadmap will show how we are doing towards that goal, but it will never be a perfect crystal ball of the future, as there is always a certain amount of and what is this now? I can't even see. In game development. Unpredictability? Listen, the little arrow's in the way, okay? It covers parts of the word that I... Shh. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability. There is always a certain amount of unpredictability in game development, especially when the game is hugely ambitious and has a very high quality, bar Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us 2, and now Cyberpunk have all taken a lot longer than originally communicated, and those projects didn't even announce a release date until very deep into their production, when most of their tech had been resolved. Yeah. It's not crowdfunded though, it's a little different. You can't, I don't think you can... A lot of people use that analogy a lot. That, you know, a lot of games do it behind closed doors, so you don't get all the drama and all this stuff. And then they just release it when it's ready, and it takes longer, yada yada yada. But I mean, this is believe me, if Red Dead Redemption 2 and Cyberpunk, if they were funded by the community, yeah, they'd get a lot of people asking questions and wanting, you know, just realistically, come on, they'd be like, come on, what's happening here? But you can't use a massive, you know, AAA Rockstar Games, you know, multi-billion-dollar company. I don't think you can compare the two. I just don't. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. This is community funded. It's different. You can't. They're not the same. Yes, developing a game is similar. But even Red Dead Redemption 2, it took less time to develop than Star Citizen. But then someone out there is going to be like, oh, you can't compare the two. Yeah, I know. Just like you can't compare the development of the two. I don't think you can... I just don't think... I think it's a stupid analogy. I don't like when people compare this game to the development of Red Dead and Cyber. I just don't... I think it's stupid! And I may be wrong. Most of the time I am, let's be fair. But I just think it's stupid. This is the award for worst memes. I don't know. It says meme gallery. I thought it was a meme. It's not a meme. This is just pictures of Chris Roberts with his quotes on it. That's not a meme. I don't care what you say, that's not a meme. You're not really asking about what is being worked on Squadron 42. You really just want to know when it'll be done. The best answer for your question is Squadron 42 will be done when it's done and will not be released just to make a date. It's fine. I'm not willing to compromise making a game I believe in with all my heart and soul, and even though everyone, including me, wants Squadron 42 sooner than later, it would be doing a huge disservice to everyone. Yeah, I agree. These aren't memes, though. Listen, I've enjoyed these 6 little pictures we've watched. I've thoroughly enjoyed them. It's nice listening to the quotes from this guy, but they're not memes! Yeah, I agree. Don't release it until it's fixed and ready. The problem is, the reason it's not fixed and ready is like we've talked about. You know, we saw the trailer, the very first cinematic trailer of Squadron 42 10 years ago, right? Almost 10 years ago. And it looks, you can see that their vision of Squadron 42 then has come to life in the verse. What we saw in the Squadron 42 trailer is basically what you're seeing right now with the Xeno threat inside of the verse. It's come to life. They've done what they set out to do, but, you know, obviously I'm just saying the visuals, that's what's going on right now in the verse. As far as Squadron 42 is concerned, I think it's the same, you know, the technology is constantly changing and evolving, so they're constantly having to change and evolve the game to keep up with themselves. I really do think that's what's going on. I can't imagine what's taking the game so long to do. I think they do really good with missions they do. Even in the verse, they do really well with it. The ships look great. The details look great. I don't know what is holding them back for the single-player game. I genuinely don't. I think it has to be development and technology just trying to stay on top of it. And I think if it gets released, I think maybe they may be a little scared, right? Maybe it gets released and people don't like it. And, you know... it causes a lot of backers to be like, this is it, this is what we waited for. Or new people coming in being like, this is what it is. But I think they also want the verse to be at a level, because he said himself in one of his very first interviews 10 years ago on his YouTube channel that he wanted it to be, you jump into this solo game where you're part of this navy and you're out at wars and doing all these things, and then once the solo is completed, well, he actually said you could do co-op too, which I don't think you can do right now in Squadron 4. I don't know, but he said once that's completed, then you go out into the verse, which is kind of the same thing Grand Theft Auto did with GTA 5. You know, you can run this whole story, and then at the end of it, you open up to, you can go play online and create your own world, right? So I think Squadron 42 will never be released until the verse is released. Until, until the public universe is ready. We're at a point where Stanton is solid, Pyro is solid, and, you know, they add all these little details, and they squish out some of these bugs, they redo the star map, they, you know, refresh trading and mining and bounty hunting and piracy and all of that. And once they've got, I think, at least Stanton, Pyro, and possibly one other. I think from what I heard, and again, I'm going to be watching all of the Star Citizen videos from start to finish, so I'm going to be learning this. I haven't learned it all yet. But from what I heard is once they've done Pyro, it's almost like a copy-paste then. Like once they've got that technology down, they can make dozens of these new systems. But obviously that all depends on server stability and stuff like that too. So yeah, Squadron 42, take your time. I think it's taken a lot of time because the verse isn't where it needs to be to, you know, work together with Squadron 42. And I think Squadron 42, they're constantly updating it because, yeah, I mean, it's taken 10 years. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. It looks good, though. Okay. That wasn't a meme, though. Let me see. I need to see the comments on this. Did someone call this out for not being a meme? But I do look forward to it. But I do think their problem is they're not going to release it until the verse is in the place it needs to be. Because I truly think that he wants to release them more as a combined thing and not, here's the game. Because I think in his mind, if he releases Squadron 42, people will come play it, maybe they like it, maybe they don't, and then, you know, they'll leave. They'll get bored of the game, they'll leave. While the verse isn't ready, it's not done, right? And those people that came to Squadron 42 and played it, you know, they could have then gone to the verse and joined this whole universe. But if that universe isn't ready, they're not going to. So I do not think they're going to release Squadron 42 until they have a solid verse. And by solid, I think Stanton, Pyro, and one other. And I do not see Squadron 42 coming until that happens. And that, like I say, if Pyro comes out, I think that could be fast because they can copy and paste things. But, yeah, Squadron 42, in my opinion, I could be wrong. Listen, don't hate me. But I don't think it's coming until it's combined with the verse. And I'm not saying the verse has to be out, you know what I mean? Because we know that's going to be like 10, 15 years. But, I mean, excuse me, I mean playable. The alpha, it could still be alpha verse, you know, 4.2, 4.5, whatever it's going to be. But I think when they have three systems to fly around in, and they have like salvage and refueling, and they have all the basics now. Salvage, refueling, mining, medical, trading, delivery missions. They'll have the taxi missions, the passenger missions. They have the basics now. So they just need to iron out the creases with the star map and things like that. Fix Pyro and the next one, and I think that'll be it. And I think, honestly, you could probably see Pyro by the end of this year. I think that's very realistic. And then next year, I think you'll see maybe another system as well. And then a year after. So I'm thinking like 2025, to be honest. I think that's when Squadron 42 will come out. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? Love to hear it down below. Okay, so this is interesting. I just browsed through it a little bit because it is longer, but no bamboozles. What CIG is actually working on. CIG's roadmap is filled with detail, but there's so much detail it's kind of hard to get a handle on it all. What's actually going on at CIG, I went through every roadmap deliverable, item by item, to figure it out. Holy hell, you've got time on your hands. Short version, they're spending nearly half their time on stuff you can't see. Squadron 42, Pyro, Nix, internal tooling, and the engine. Of the remainder, they're prioritizing gameplay first, then vehicles and server meshing. Which I kind of disagree with, because it seems like they push out so many bloody vehicles, but they don't push out any of this other stuff. Priority is a thing that I think they need to work on at CIG. But this is just one man's opinion. He could be right, he could be wrong. A lot of people seem to agree with him with all these. So they say Squadron 42 is 22% of their time. That's a lot. So they're definitely... Here's the thing. We don't see that much unless I'm just looking in the wrong place. I feel like we don't see that much of the development of Squadron 42. But that's the majority of their time. Maybe that's their, like, secret, that they're just one day going to release it and it's going to be like... You know what I mean? Power and Nix, I believe that. Gameplay, 15%. Vehicles, server meshing. Server meshing, I honestly thought was like one of their main priorities above vehicles and gameplay and stuff at the moment. But clearly it's not. Locations, AI, graphics, tooling, engine, quantum. Yeah, this is just too much for me. Is this interesting to any of you guys? Maybe. Let's continue looking. Server meshing is a particular interest. All the core tech for server meshing is projected to be done by the end of March. Then there's just one giant server meshing deliverable that goes at the end of the roadmap. It probably represents time for changing systems to use the core tech and fix bugs. I think they're pushing hard for server meshing, Pyro and 4.0 before CitizenCon. That really doesn't mean we'll see it by then, but it's a positive sign. Yeah, CitizenCon, again, it's going to be, that's their marketing tool, right? That's how, the first thing I ever saw of this game was a CitizenCon video when I clicked on Star Citizen when I was on a GameSpot website. And the first video that came up was CitizenCon, and I saw Foy Pirate and all that stuff. And, yeah, so CitizenCon is their, like, you know, this is their annual shareholder meeting. It's their big, you know, it's like the Apple event they have every year where they show all the new stuff. So it'll be big for them, CitizenCon. I wish, you know, the one they were going to do before the pandemic started was right down here in LA, man. I could have actually just drove down there and been to it. I don't like these digital cons. They're boring as hell. I don't want to watch them. But anywho, I digress. Squadron 42 is also of interest. In Squadron 42, specific content is wrapping... Wait, all the Squadron 42 is wrapping up. There are still some engine and gameplay items that are necessary, such as jump points. Hold on, allergies, my nose is itching. But it looks like the content creation for Squadron 40 is coming to an end. That's mental, I didn't know that. There are enough yet to start deliverables, such as the actor status T2 and current T... I don't know what this is. 2022 release unlikely. This year? What? But oh, shut up, what are you doing? I get distracted when I'm just looking at Reddit, man. 2023 release seems in the realm of possibility. Nope, I say, what did I say? 2024? 2025? I think 2024 or 5. Really long version. We don't need to read the really long version. Up with these, man. It's such a good format. All of them are just vanishing. Can't see them anymore. And they go into hiding. They vanish and they're like, whoop, we're out. It's such a good concept. I can't hear anything either, by the way. If I end up unmuting it, it'll just get copyright claimed by Disney. It's a great format, though. If you've seen Endgame. Wait, this one's not even Endgame, is it? This is the one before it. It's so good. You gotta laugh about it. You gotta laugh about it. That was so good. Alright, so we'll just finish up here because it's obviously got longer than I anticipated, but they always bloody do. I want to fly my X-Wing. Me too. So don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. A2 nuking an Idris. That was satisfying as hell. Hell yeah. Let's see this. Why is there an Idris down on the ground, first of all? Stolen Idris. Is that by some... Is that a real person? There's no way this is an Idris just chilling out on the ground, right? I need to see this. You better turn that camera around and let me see. I mean, it's not moving. Those freaking bombs look so good. That was cool. How many times do you have to hit it for it to freaking die? I mean, you can see there's 1, 2, 3. I mean, he's out. Don't these things only carry 3? They're gonna have 4? I mean, it's not moving, so it's kind of...
And differentiate species better genitalia. Oh my god.
I'm not actually gonna shoot it now,
I've
right? Dude, the Idris exploding is just so satisfying to watch. So satisfying. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this little Reddit recap. I thought we'd just go over a few things here today from last week. Luckily, there wasn't too much about the drama. Obviously, there was. We had the meme. Well, that first meme's not a meme. We just had some quotes from Chris Roberts. Then we had the Avengers meme. That one was pretty cool. But yeah, it looks like it's dying off a little bit. Sorry, I was just looking at this. New Star Citizen cycle. Backers request more PU gameplay. PU gameplay is locked behind Squadron 42. We want to see Squadron 42 then. We can't show you Squadron 42 because of spoilers. I don't feel that. I don't see that. Sorry. I keep looking. I gotta finish this video though. Star Citizen recently. CIG bad. 3,251 upvotes. It's so true. Listen, you know, I do think that they should say something. I really do, just out of respect for the community. Like I say, you know, right now it seems like they're just pretending nothing happened and just like ignore it till it goes away. Which, you know, that's a typical company PR tactic, right? So if that's what they're gonna do, that's what they're gonna do. But I think since it is a community being created with the community, it would be nice to just talk to the community and just, you know, explain what's going on. Like I say, I've been going back, and I hope you guys check out the deep dive into Star Citizen videos. We'll have another one on probably Monday. But it's so cool to go back and just to look at all the development of the game from the beginning, from the horse's mouth, right? Listening to Chris Roberts talk about his vision and his plans and his goals, and to see where we are now as far as the development's concerned is awesome. His dreams are coming true. But I think he sometimes, just from what I've seen so far, just in the last week, from his first videos, is that, you know, maybe he got out of touch a little bit, got a little bit lost his way from just hearing him talk about how excited he was and how thankful he was to the community, wanting to do the Kickstarter and wanting to back the game so passionately, and how he wanted to build this game. Him and the community are building the game together. I think that's been lost. That love for the community. Because now it's just, you know, I feel like the community's the funders. Give them a little bit of what they want, hold them over. I don't know. But they do a great job too. You can't... It's never going to be perfect for everyone. They've done a lot of good stuff. They're continuing to do a lot of good stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that they can work on too. Like anyone or any company. It's just the way it is. So hopefully they listen to the community a little bit more, and we'll start being a little bit more transparent on things and just being open and just talking. Be human. I think that's... Just be human. Talk to your... Go back and get that little bit of excitement that you had for the community from 10 years ago. Because that was the Chris Roberts that I think people fell in love with, not the one we currently have. But love to know your thoughts and opinions. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. If you enjoyed, I always forget the ending, man. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications So you know when I upload more videos, I'm not being aggressive. I love you guys. And if you want to help support the channel a little bit further, you can do this. You can become a member. Thank you to all the members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the recent members. You guys are awesome. I see all of you. I appreciate it more than you guys know. And I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye.